Ambient sound, street noise briefly, then a door, then the familiar low hum of 47 Road. This is recording 16. I'm back inside 47 Marginal Road. I've been here 4 minutes. I came in through the front, checked the shelf, checked the back hallway, confirmed no one else is present as far as I can tell. I'm recording from the front room. I have one objective tonight. Find the order of entry. Hannah wrote in entry 139 that the order is in the building, not in the ledger. She kept it out deliberately, which means it exists here somewhere and she chose not to remove it, either because she couldn't, or because it only functions in context, or because the archive won't allow certain things to leave. I don't know which yet. What I know is that I've been in this building dozens of times and I've never found anything that looked like a sequence of instructions, which probably means I wasn't looking correctly. Hannah also wrote that I read everything, indiscriminately. She was right. I've been treating this building like a library. Pull everything off the shelf, examine it, document it, move to the next thing. That approach found a lot. It also, apparently, let the building track everything I was paying attention to. I won't do that tonight. Tonight, I'm looking for one specific thing. If it isn't what I'm looking for, I'm not reading it. I'm not picking it up. I'm not photographing it. The building responds to attention, so I'm rationing mine. Starting with the catalog drawers, I've been through these multiple times. The drawers run along the west wall, 12 of them, labeled by date range in faded ink. I'm going to open each one, look for anything that wasn't here on my last visit, and close it again if it's the same. Nothing new in the first 6. Same cards, same arrangement, same slight disorder in the third drawer where something was removed and not replaced precisely. That's been there since my second visit. Nothing in 7 through 10. 11 is empty. It wasn't empty before. There were 4 cards in here, cross-referencing locations I'd already visited. I photographed them. Now the drawer is empty. I'm leaving it. That's a change, but it's an absence, not a presence, and I'm not here to investigate absences tonight. 12 is the same. Back room, typewriter desk. I'm standing in the doorway. I can see the desk from here. The typewriter is where it's been since my first visit to this room. The paper is still in the platen. I haven't touched it since I rolled it back to read the full page. The locked drawer is closed. I have the key. I'm not opening it. I'm looking for something new, something placed, something that wasn't here the last time I was in this room. Nothing obvious. The desk surface is the same. The floor around it is the same. The shelf on the back wall, 2 boxes, 1 ledger I've already read, a rolled map I've already documented. I'm going to the stairwell, top of the stairwell. I'm not going down. I looked down once before and saw nothing. Tonight I'm examining the walls on either side of the entrance. The door frame, the floor immediately in front of the top step. The door frame on the left side has marks I haven't looked at closely before. Not crescent marks, older than that. Numbers maybe, or hatch marks. I'm bringing the flashlight up. They're measurements. Someone measured the height of the door frame from the floor at regular intervals and marked each one. 8 marks, evenly spaced. It looks like a calibration, or a record of something changing. I'm noting it, not reading into it. That's not what I'm here for. Nothing placed in the hallway. Nothing new near the stairwell entrance. I've covered the main areas and found 1 absence and 1 detail I hadn't noticed before. Neither is the order of entry. I'm going to try something different. Hannah's entry 31. She wrote that the building responds to inquiry. The archive surfaces material in response to attention. She identified this in her first month and spent 4 years working with it rather than against it. Entry 144 appeared in the ledger because I opened it outside the building. The ledger appeared on the shelf because I spent a recording session focused on Hannah. The archive didn't wait for me to find things. It moved things to where I would find them. So if the building responds to what I'm looking for, if it surfaces material when I direct attention towards something specific, then physically searching the room may be the wrong method entirely. The order of entry may not be sitting somewhere waiting to be found. It may only appear when the conditions are right. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to be still, and I'm going to make my attention as legible as I can. I'm seated at the front room table, recorder in front of me. I'm not reading anything. I'm not examining anything. I'm going to state clearly for the record what I'm looking for and why. I need the order of entry for point 0. I've read the ledger. I've found the coordinates. I've traced the route. I have the key. I have both maps. The one thing I don't have is the sequence, the correct approach protocol. Without it, Hannah wrote, the location reverts. I've come back to this building because she said the order is here. I'm asking the building to show me where. I'm going to wait. This is harder than searching. Searching gives the hands something to do. Sitting still in this room with 12 catalog drawers I haven't fully re-examined, with a shelf I could cross-reference against my notes, with a typewriter 2 rooms away that may have produced new text since my last visit. Sitting still requires a decision every few seconds to not do the obvious thing. I'm not looking at the shelf. I looked at it already. Looking again would be the old method. The building settles somewhere above me. A sound like wood adjusting to temperature, or something moving carefully on a surface I can't see. I'm not going toward it. That's the old method too. Follow the sound, investigate the change, react to whatever the building presents. Hannah watched me do that for 6 weeks and wrote 1 line about it. He reads everything. I'm reading nothing. I'm looking at the table in front of me and waiting. That was drawer 11. The empty one. There's a catalog card in here. It wasn't here 4 minutes ago. I checked this drawer. I opened it, looked, confirmed empty, closed it. The card is face down. I'm turning it over, plain white. Archive stock, filled in by hand, not Hannah's handwriting. The angular pressed lettering I've seen before, the same hand as the letter in the locked drawer. Under subject, approach protocol. Under location, 47 Marginal Road, point 0 sequence. Under date, filed blank. Under notes, 4 lines, numbered. 1, records room. 2, stairwell descent. 3, second floor. 4, southern node. That's it. No further instruction, no explanation of what to do at each location. Just the sequence. 4 steps. And the first one, records room. I'm in it. I've been in it for every visit. The records room is this room, the front room of 47 Marginal Road with the catalog drawers and the shelf and the table I'm sitting at right now. Hannah wrote that I did things out of order until I reached the point where the order matters. I've been in the records room dozens of times without knowing it was step 1. The archive let me. It was waiting until I was ready to follow the sequence correctly. I'm in step 1 right now. There's a second card in the drawer. Behind the first one, I didn't see it immediately. Smaller. Pencil, not ink. Hannah's handwriting. 2 words and a number. Do not rush the 3rd step. Nothing else. The 3rd step is the second floor. The one she wrote may not exist consistently. The one I saw light in from the street. The floor I've never accessed. She's telling me not to rush it, which means the 3rd step has a timing component or a condition or a consequence for approaching it incorrectly. She doesn't say what, just the warning. 4 years of investigation, and she distilled the most important thing about step 3 into 6 words. I'm taking both cards, the protocol card and Hannah's warning. I'm noting that the protocol card appeared in response to my stated intention. The building responded inside 4 minutes of my asking directly. I'm noting that Hannah's card was already behind it, which means she placed it before tonight, knowing the protocol card would surface and knowing I would find both together. She planned this. She planned for me to find these in exactly this order on exactly this kind of visit. Step 1 is the records room. I've been here. I've examined this room more thoroughly than any other location in the building. The catalog drawers, the shelf, the table, the floor, the walls. If step 1 requires something specific, I need to determine what it is. I'm looking at the room differently now. Not as a place to search, as a place to complete. The catalog drawers, 12 of them. 11 is now occupied again. I've been through all 12 tonight. That may be it. Examining all 12, confirming the room's contents, establishing a baseline. A completed survey. The shelf. 3 ledgers remaining since Hannah's was removed. They're in their positions. I've read all 3 in previous visits. Their content is documented. The table. I've been sitting at it. It's bare now except for the recorder, the floor, the walls. I'm standing in the middle of the room now, and I don't know what completing step 1 means. I've been in this room more than any other part of the building, and I have no sense of what finished looks like. There's no obvious threshold, no indicator. Nothing changed when I sat down and stated my intention, except a drawer opened in another room. Maybe that was the completion, making the request, demonstrating the method. Maybe the archive registered the shift in approach and that was sufficient. Or maybe I'm standing on the answer and haven't looked down. The floor near the entrance. There's a mark I've walked over every visit without registering it. I'm crouching down. It's a crescent. Small, cut into the floorboard, not drawn. Permanent. This was put here when the floor was laid or shortly after. It's been here the entire time. Below the crescent, cut into the same board, a single character. The number 1. The records room is marked. Step 1 is physically inscribed in the floor of step 1, which means the other locations are marked too. The stairwell, the second floor, the southern node, each one has a marker. The sequence isn't just a list, it's a physical trail, cut into the building itself. Step 2. Stairwell descent. I'm at the top of the stairwell. I've never gone down. Tonight I'm going down. The stairwell is narrow, 8 steps, I'm counting. The walls on either side are bare plaster, same as the hallway above, older. The temperature drops noticeably by the 4th step. By the 6th step I can see the bottom. It's a landing, not a basement. A landing, and then the stairwell continues. There are more stairs below. The building goes deeper than 1 basement level. The landing is small, 3 feet by 4 feet approximately. Bare floor, 1 wall on each side. And on the wall directly ahead, before the stairs continue downward, a crescent mark. Cut in. Below it, the number 2. Step 2 is confirmed. I'm standing on it. The stairs below continue into darkness. I can't resolve with the flashlight from here. The angle is steep, the walls narrow. Whatever is down there is a different level of the building entirely. Different air, different temperature, different age to the plaster from what I can see at the top of the descent. I want to go down. That's the honest record of what I'm feeling right now. There is another level of this building I have never seen, and I'm standing at the top of the stairs that lead to it, and every instinct I've developed over 4 months of this investigation is pulling me toward the unknown space. I'm not going. The protocol is specific. Step 2 is stairwell descent, not stairwell exploration, not investigation of whatever is below. Descent to the landing, confirmation of the marker, and then the sequence continues upward. Hannah wrote the warning for step 3, not for step 2, which either means step 2 has no special danger or means the danger of step 2 is exactly this, stopping here, turning around, choosing the sequence over the obvious path. I follow the order. I'm going back up. The hallway, the stairwell to my left going down, the front room behind me, and the stairwell going up. There has never been a stairwell going up. I've stood at this junction a dozen times. The hallway ends here. There is no upward stair. I'm going to say that again because I want it documented clearly. I have stood at the top of this stairwell on at least 8 separate visits to this building. The hallway runs from the front room to this point and stops. Left wall, right wall, floor, the opening of the downward stair. Nothing else. No door. No continuation. I have put my hand on the right wall of this hallway. I have leaned against it while examining the doorframe measurements. It was a wall. There is now, to my right, a door I have never seen. Flush with the wall, no frame, the same plaster as the surrounding surface, except for a thin seam and a small brass fitting where a handle should be. It wasn't here. I am certain it wasn't here. I walked this hallway tonight before I sat down, and this door did not exist. The building has reconfigured. The brass fitting is a latch, not a knob. I'm lifting it, stairs going up, narrow, dark beyond the reach of my flashlight. The third step begins here.